Events occur rather as they do in a dream, and sometimes very slowly, other times with a disconcerting speed. Afterwards, each thing seemed self-evident, and I learned later, this was because of the state I was in and because of the close supervision that my mentors exercised over me. Very rapidly, I saw an opening in the ceiling of the room and right at the end a star. I was aware that the two figures were exchanging visible thoughts with the star. From their pineal glands, streamed threads of what looked like silvery cigarette smoke that passed through the opening in the ceiling and went to join the star in distant space. The two figures were perfectly immobile and, around them, floated a soft golden light. I know, thanks to the constant tutelage of my companions, that these figures not only couldn't see us, but neither could they be disturbed by us, since we were spectators in another dimension. I examined them more attentively. One of them was an old man with long white hair falling past his shoulders. On the back of his head, he wore a skullcap of saffron-colored fabric similar to that worn by rabbis. He was dressed in a loose-fitting, yellow-gold tunic, with long sleeves, which enveloped him totally. In the position he sat, his feet were not visible but I knew they were bare. His hands met, touching only at the fingertips, and I could clearly see little bluish flashes around his fingers, bearing testimony to the immeasurable force of his concentration. The second figure seemed to be about the same age, in spite of his shiny black hair. Apart from the color of his tunic, which was bright orange, he was dressed in the same manner as his companion. So completely motionless were they that they didn't appear to be breathing. They are in communication with other worlds, Michel, it was explained to me. Suddenly, the scene vanished, to be immediately replaced by another. A palace, in the shape of a pagoda, with roofs covered in gold, stood before us with its towers, its portals, its immense picture windows opening onto splendid gardens and its enameled pools in which the water of fountains gushed and fell, forming rainbows under the rays of a sun at its zenith. Hundreds of birds flitted in the branches of trees scattered throughout immense parks, adding splashes of color to an already magical setting. People dressed in tunics of various styles and colors strolled in groups, beneath the trees or near the pools. Some sat in meditation beneath floral bowers specially provided for their comfort and shelter. The whole scene was dominated by a structure that loomed in the distance beyond the palace, a gigantic pyramid.